Insert intro I haven't done before here. At last the fourth and final boss arena has arrived, and its name is DreadBloon Cave, costing a measly 50,000 medallions to enter, and I say measly relative to my current medallion amount, cause judging by the last poll I'll bet a majority of you haven't played these arenas yet cause you can't afford it. More on that later. 50k is actually the same amount Vortex cost in the other 2 weeks, but I suppose Ninja Kiwi realized too many people were going broke and so they slashed that amount to 35k this week. Not that it'll make a difference, though, since this arena is available. Unsurprisingly, it's another relatively easy map, but not easy enough that you can ditch the farm to relatively good success. And as such we will opt for yet another dart, ace, and farm loadout, which I would say is the best or second best loadout to bring besides the dart farm and chipper. Either of those work really, but I just prefer the ace because having a bunch of balloons on my screen without a nuke triggers me. So our first game on this boss arena is against a pretty good player. He's got double the amount of medallions and a 4-to-1 win ratio approximately. Call me a cheater, but I sort of rearranged the order of these games because I wanted to show you the best, or most competitive ones first so I could have something to talk about. A bit hypocritical of me to say that cause I'm going to talk about the previous poll rather than the game right now. Don't worry, I'll get back to it in a second. But yeah, about the poll last video, which only included the first 3 arenas. So today's poll will be the updated one with DreadBloon. So vote away and let's see how much the poll will sway. I do want to comment though on the alarming 70% of people who have never played any of them yet. I'm guessing the number is so large cause a majority of you are too shit at the game to grind up 50,000 medallions, since you'll just lose them all in Ceramic Crucible anyway. Just kidding, if you got offended at what I said then the exit's to your left. But I really do believe that is the case, along with the people who only watch me to jack off to the video's audio. With that said, I'm not expecting the poll to budge much, maybe a little bit, though, since Vortex is a little cheaper and people can start going all in at 35k medallions now. Speaking of all-ins, even despite my 88% win rate I'd still be reluctant to wager all my medallions over one game if it ever came to that point, so I'm shocked at how many people with 50% win rates do that cause I definitely have run into a few of those who bet their life savings over one. I do feel a little bad though when the opponent has 10,001 medallions and I face a Moab pit cause I know he stands no chance and is royally screwed. Aside from someone rushing with round 33 regent pinks, that's the only time I would feel bad for someone, but I probably shouldn't because that was their fault in the first place. Okay, so where were we? The game, that's right. So as you can see it's been very back and forth so far, but right at this moment he really screwed himself over cause he sold this farm, basically his whole income, to get up the fan club to defend the BFB, whereas I only sold my juggernauts for it. And for some odd reason he isn't selling his fan club to get back the farm, so huge mistake there cause I'm just gonna be running away with this game with the money advantage that I got. So what the hell is this guy doing? He's just sitting there with the Republic selling random towers but not getting any upgrades. Okay, so that's what he was saving for. Instead of risking the game with my shaky micro skills trying to kill this ZOMG, let's just go for the guaranteed victory with a big SBFB rush. There's absolutely no way he'll have the money to defend it considering he just wasted $9,000 on this slug, unless he pulls out the cheat engine or something. No amount of monkey boosts can save him, and boom, victory. So what is next on the table? Well, we got this next guy with a shitload of medallions but a shitload of losses, so I'm not sure whether this guy's intentionally losing games to look deceiving, or just a dirty medallion hacker. There's only one way to find out. For the rest of this commentary, though, I want to bring up something that was asked by me a few weeks ago in a video, and that was whether you wanted to see me make a video solely focused on strategy and making you guys better players, so that in no time you too can wreck noobs like Candy Sun and blast a populous inferno. I did see a few yeses, but as you can tell I love my couch and popcorn too much to get off of it and make a video of that. However, I'm in a bit of a good mood right now, so I'm kind of thinking about doing an in-depth analysis video, as in I go over footage in one of my intense matches and I explain each and every one of my decisions, as well as my opponents. Sounds fun for me to make, and I hope you find that idea fun too, so let me know if you wanna see that shit. If all goes well, I may even accept footage and analyze other people's gameplay, but let's hold off on that thought cause I think I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. So insert outro that I haven't used yet. Before you all go, I have a fun little game to play, if you could call it that. Being the like whore that I am, if this video gets 666 likes, I will reveal an Easter egg found on one of my videos that surprisingly no one has pointed out yet as far as I'm aware, though people may have seen it before but just didn't bother commenting about it. It's a fairly useless Easter egg, but hey, if you're just curious to know, then the press of a button will get you 0.2% of the way there. Have a dreadful day.